What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Thursday lunchtime powwow. In today's program, we're going to be talking about yo-yo dieting. And yo-yo dieting is so common amongst our family, friends, and peers that Nitra and I were like, let's have this conversation. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So Nitra, welcome, BTNC Orlando,
hello,
Coach Nitra.
hello.
Virtual hugs and high fives, family.
Yes.
All right, so let's jump into it. So a lot of us really don't even know what that means. So what is the definition of yo-yo dieting?
Listen, I think maybe people know what it means, but they don't want to know what it means, right? And that yo-yo diet means that we are consistently restricting food for 30, 45 days, maybe even 60, and then completely falling off, eating everything that we want, then jumping right back on, restricting so much food for a certain amount of time, and then falling off completely. That is the definition of a yo-yo dieter. You saw results quickly, you got excited, then you jumped off, all the weight came back and more, then you jumped on again, excited, then it all dropped off, then it all came back on when you jumped off. That is the definition of a yo-yo dieter.
That don't sound good.
No,
but
it's not what we want.
It's not a good look. But here's another thing that in my experience as a trainer is people really don't understand the purpose of diet. Like diet was birthed out of people who were sick or had an illness or a disease that did not allow them to eat what a normal, healthy person could. So though we started seeing weight loss as a result, it was never created for how society has spun it. So First we have to understand what it means to eat right. Eating right, Nitra, is not restrictions, but rather
making different decisions, everyone. So when you think about the word diet, it means we restrict. But the point is for you to learn how to eat in a consistent way that you can do for a lifetime by making good decisions, eating whole foods that really do nourish your body. Now, what you can get confused about is, well, how do I lose weight? Losing weight and being on a diet are not the same thing. But if you're trying to lose body fat, lose weight, it's really all about eating in a deficit. And eating in a deficit is not synonymous with restriction.
Okay? Way to break it down. So one of the things that I've experienced with my clients while training people that do this is the effects that it has on our metabolism, right? So let's talk about that. How does yo-yo dieting affect our metabolism?
Great question. So many out there think that it's a one-to-one relationship about, oh, my metabolism is slow. That's not what really happens. Each of us has a very different way that our body uses and puts out energy. Some people have a faster way that they use energy than others, and that's just the furnace. And that actually just means doing nothing. When we are doing nothing, how do we effectively or efficiently or how quickly do we burn through energy? Right? But when it comes to a diet or it comes to you trying to lose weight, and I guess I shouldn't use that term diet, but when we're trying to lose weight, the metabolism isn't what the problem is. At the end of the day, you've got to eat in what we call the deficit. And so most often what people do is you underestimate how much you put in your body, i.e. eating, drinking, condiments, sauces, everything. And then you overestimate activity. So what happens when people are feeling like, oh, my is broken or my metabolism is slow? No, it's just that you are not eating according to the activity, right, that you are doing, and it's not matching with you want to lose 10 pounds. Those things aren't aligned. And that's when professionals come in, like myself, to help you understand how to do that in a way that's a deficit for you and to make sure the activity matches the food.
at BTNC Orlando. Follow us at Moving Forward Healthcare and all of our outlets to continue to get the answers to these questions, guys. We had a lot of people send in questions this go around, about 15 of them actually. But for time purposes on the show, we're just going to tackle the top 3. But we will be posting these questions in our various social media platforms along with the answers, just to ensure we continue to serve the community. So I'm going to jump into this next question here, Nitra, and it says, how do you jumpstart a sluggish metabolism caused by yo-yo dieting?
Awesome. So maybe you may think, Nitra, did you just hear the question before? No, just heard it for the first time. But the way you do it again is understanding, number one, where are you today? Meaning, what's your current weight? What are you trying to get to? I.e., how much body fat are we trying to lose? Whether you want a number on the scale or it's a percentage body fat we're trying to get to. What's your daily activity? And those are the things that we put together to create the right caloric deficit for you. And oftentimes, many of you are surprised that what that ends up being is a lot more food than you thought, right? It's different kinds of food. It may mean that we adjust alcohol, your beverages that you intake, condiments that you use, but the food itself, you will find that it's probably a lot more food than you thought. And then we've got to ramp your activity up in order to keep you in the deficit and for you to exert more energy, hence to lose body fat. But that is how we get you going. And that is how you do it for a yo-yo dieter or somebody who is just trying to change their body. It's actually very similar. So
signed off by the trainer. That was perfect. All right, so here's another one. What are some health problems caused by yo-yo dieting on the body?
Ooh,
right.
It could be a lot of those, folks. So let's talk about the ones that we may see externally, and let's talk about ones that you may not see. So on the outside, yo-yo dieters, typically we start to see skin that's not as plump, right? The face can start to sag. And that's what happens when somebody is heavy cardio and no carbs combined.
Let's talk about that.
You treadmilling it up. You on that Peloton, you walking, you jogging, but you don't eat any carbs, right? And so you're going to start to lose weight, but you're losing some body fat, but you're losing a lot of water weight too. And so we're starting to bleed into muscle mass, and you'll start to see skin just start to get loose on the face, on the arms. You'll start to see legs that don't appear as tight because the skin will start to come up through. It'll start to pull away because we're eating at that muscle. And so you just start to look very soft. And depending on the size of the person, if you are a larger individual, you're going to start to see a lot more skin that is very loose. And it may not be the physique that you want. You may start to see dry skin. Yo-yo dieters, because you're restricting so many calories, it also means you're restricting a lot of nutrients that you need. Oftentimes people won't eat fruit, right? Fruits are those things that are those antioxidants. Those are all those vitamins and minerals that are helping your skin. They're helping your organs, and when you have fiber. And so when you take those away, you took away a lot of important nutrients. When you restrict, there's no carbs. You need those carbs for body functions, right? So you're going to start to see dry skin patches. You may see dandruff show up. You could see acne show up. You may start to see brittle nails. Now let's talk about what you can see internally. Internal things could be that your blood pressure, while you think it should be going down, you'd be surprised that it can start to go up. Your cholesterol can start to go up because you removed so much fat from your diet that now your body is producing too much cholesterol, and you start to see yours jump up. And your doctor's like, oh, I don't understand. Your cholesterol was great and now it's jumping. Then all of a sudden you hear the term, you need to be on medicine. But really, it wasn't that you needed medicine. You needed to stop restricting and eating the right dietary fats for your body. Women, you may see menstrual cycles that get very erratic. It may be that all of a sudden you miss 2 months. Then 1 month is extremely heavy. Or you may start to see a cycle that's heavier because of all these restrictions. So it's very important that if you are unsure, how to manage going through what you call, I want to lose body fat, I want to change my physique. That's why you need professionals to help you do it the right way. Or you want to focus on a really whole foods diet that is not so restrictive, where you start to take so many things away. No, we just need to eat the right amount of calories and the right amount of proteins, starchy carbs, and in the form of starchy carbs, vegetables, and then fats for your body and your goal.
That was a lot of good nuggets. I hope you guys got your notebook out and taking notes. And you know, like I said, we're going to wrap up our Q&A segment here, but we're definitely going to continue to answer these questions on our various social media platforms at BTNC Orlando, at Moving Forward Health. We are on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. So you really have no excuse. And obviously our YouTube channel where you can come back and play us back and take notes. This is really good stuff. She really just broke that down, guys. Make sure you don't miss that part. And Nitra, so this is my favorite part of the show. I'm so excited I can hardly contain myself. This surprise that we got. And listen, I'm feeling some type of way as a current client. And now I ain't gonna be able to, you understand? I feel like the AT&T commercial, but we gonna let some other folks get their party, and that's okay. I'm gonna share. Well, I'm gonna share my Coach Nitra with y'all. Go ahead and tell us what the surprise is, boo.
So for everybody who is watching, most of my clients today are all very personal concierge clients. And it is so important. There's so many of you who reach out to me or message me. There's so much to learn that I am opening up a 7-week program that is so much about the education that I see so many people in my consults are missing. It's the emotional attachment to food. It's what are macros? What are micros? How do I understand the calories that I need to take in? How do I understand if foods aren't agreeing with me? How do I eliminate some foods from my diet? How do I start to work on being 80% full and not overeat? You know, how do I look at, you know, my mindset around progression and goals and, you know, what I want? And so this is very much, how do we get you off that roller coaster of trying the gimmicks? We got to cut it out. And so this program is going to help you not be fooled around, oh, you can lose 20 pounds in 4 weeks. No, you cannot actually, unless you want to be in a hospital, right? So this is that program. So if you are someone who has tried Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Noom, Optavia, Nutrisystem, maybe even a Beachbody at some point, and those things did not work for you, and you felt like you're still left with some uncertainty about how to lose and maintain, that 7-week program is for you. And what's so awesome about it is not only do you get that 7-week program, but you still get me personally. We'll do lives, you'll get a chance to talk to me, but in a larger group setting. So I'm excited to offer it to you. So when you see me post it, join in really quickly, and it starts on November 8th. And this is going to be your opportunity to have the best holiday season you've ever had. We're going to show up 2022 ready to roll.
Ready to roll. Right. And on that note, here's the next week's show. Well, in 2 weeks, guys, because we're every other Thursday. But our next show is going to be surviving the holiday season, right? Surviving the holiday season and minimizing the amount of weight gain that comes with that, right? So I know that a lot of us are going to want to tune in for that one. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Please, you have got to sign up for Nitra's 7-week program. You're looking at someone that is a direct benefit of her help. And I am arguably a very proficient fitness spokesperson, but even I needed professional help, right? So if you want to get real changes, you got to go for the goal and make those real changes. Get some help, man. That's what we're here for. So Nitra, everything is okay until it's
not. So everybody, don't wait too long. 7-week program. Let's start 2022 off ready to roll.
Ready to roll. We love y'all. See y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.